We had the committee of 6, which included 3 Buddhist members and 3 non-Buddhist members. And so in 1976, when we decided we should have a formal organization, you could take over a bit.
Yeah, no, but we had to celebrate the centennial. Okay. We had nothing, so we thought we should have an organization and take part on the centennial. Right. And so we met a few times, invited some people, and sent letters out to them, asking them if they would, what they thought. And we formed the Kamloops Japanese Canadian Association at that time. And members were they were very active. They joined very quickly. Mind you, I think our membership was $3 at that time, $3 per family. But they got behind it. And then the centennial year was very busy. Right. And we had different activities going on around Kamloops. And also we formed a dance group, Japanese dancing. And we had actually the only male dance group in BC. We danced in various different organizations here, there around BC. So it was a busy start.
At the centennial meeting in 1979, when they were going to close down the centennial, we had the logo, the centennial logo, and Art Irizawa, who designed that, said that they would retire that logo. And so I said, look, we created the centennial, our association in the centennial, would you let us use that as our logo? And they granted us the use of that logo, so long as we don't bastardize it. Right. And so we've been proudly displaying the centennial logo as our logo, and more or less trying to keep the centennial idea alive. And unfortunately, because of the 95% intermarriage, the centennial activities of the Japanese being ever present here is slowly fading. And one of the ideas that I've been trying to promote here is to have the association become closely affiliated with our sister city, and more so with the Japanese consulate in Vancouver, so that there would be a strong Japanese tie with this association and with the Japanese background. We had an intergenerational meeting, and they said that we have to pass down our heritage to our children, and that is important. And even grandfathers and grandchildren have to come together and keep them together. That was most important. And a lot of the people that are intermarried, the children tend to come to the Japanese side of the marriage, fortunately.
Something that interests me is with this board up here, the donation board. And I think, the Japanese Canadians, the intermarriage rate's about 90% or 95%. And we have an awful lot of them in Kamloops, right? So we have little kids, grade 6 kids and so on, or even different things we have here. The kids come here, okay? Their name is not Japanese, okay? But their grandpa is, or their, somebody is, and they'll look at that and say, that's my grandma. That's my grandpa, and they're telling all their friends, and they're quite proud of it, that this is it. Or they come here and they say, I'm Japanese, they'll tell us. They don't look at, but they'll tell us. I'd say, just a rough guess, I said there were 30 or 40 young mothers, married to Caucasians that are in Kamloops, and for various reasons are here. We have had preschool Japanese classes. We don't at the moment, but we have teachers. Everybody's volunteer, so as we do it. Once a month we have an udon lunch, noodle lunch, and people come, and that's a fundraiser, but it's a cultural thing too, We have a few, but I find that most of the people that have come don't know the Japanese culture. I think Japanese Canadians who've gone to Japan to study, or Caucasians who've gone to Japan, and they've come back. We have a Caucasian man that would love to teach tea ceremony. He learned it and he loves it, okay? But the ones from Japan, born in Japan, they don't seem to, you know, I'm generalizing, but I can't find people who can, yes, show us how to do a tea ceremony.
Right.
We have all the equipment here. I think more of the senseis and so on are interested in learning. And so right now we don't have too much going on because we don't have the instructors. Parents will tell me right now, the ones that are intermarried, when the kids are little, okay, and these are the mothers are from Japan, the kids are here all the time. But the mothers have told me now their kids are in grade 3, okay, or grade 4. They don't want to come here, okay, because their friends don't come here. So I'm telling them that we have to put on activities where all their friends can come too. If you want your kids to come, then every child in your son's class has got to be just as welcome. Otherwise they won't come, and they're starting, they don't really want to come because their friends aren't here.